Hi everybody. Today I wanted to talk about agoraphobia and social phobia. Let's start with agoraphobia. Generally what it means from a psychiatric point of view. An abnormal fear of being in crowds, public places, or open areas, sometimes accompanied by anxiety attacks. Okay. In simple terms, basically it means that a person is just too afraid to go outside. They're afraid to be around other people. They're afraid of being out of their house. Their house is their safe haven, is their safe place. When they go outside, they start feeling generalized anxiety. It can build up into a panic attack. If it's bad enough, if the panic attacks are bad enough, it can actually throw them into flashbacks. People with agoraphobia can also feel like they're having a heart attack. They will have shortness of breath, sweating, nausea, sometimes accompanied by vomiting. Basically the exact same symptoms as a heart attack and a panic attack, except a heart attack, they will have to rule that out at the hospital or the ER if the person is bad enough that they will go to the ER. Social phobia is a little different. Social phobia, let's pull up. Social phobia, in a psychiatric term, a type of anxiety disorder characterized by shyness and heightened self-consciousness in particular social situations. Okay. Basically what that means is a person can go outside. They are able to leave their house and they are able to go to public places. But they're more aware of people around them. They suffer from extreme shyness. They have a hard time talking to people. They have a hard time being in crowded places. Sometimes they have heightened sensitivity to sound and lights. They can get headaches being out too long. They can experience extreme bouts of fatigue if they have to be out for any length of time. They will start shaking. They will start stuttering. They will start sweating profusely. You see this a lot when people have to get up in classes to give speeches. People with social phobia are okay to go into the classroom and just go to their seat and sit down. But when asked to talk in the classroom or stand up to give a presentation, then a lot of these symptoms will kick in. For me, my throat starts to tighten up. My hands start to sweat. I will visibly shake. I will stutter a lot. My voice will change, not because I'm switching, but just because my throat's tightening up and my mouth and my throat are dry. So my voice will actually change. There have been a few times when I have lost my vision. I could still hear, but my vision would just go black. Like I just didn't want to see the people in front of me staring back at me, so my vision would just black out. Agoraphobia and social phobia can really hinder a person, can really stop them from being able to function in their daily life. It can, if it's repeated, if somebody with these disorders constantly is faced with the public and going outside and having to talk to people around them and having to interact with huge groups of people, then it can actually trigger an emotional breakdown. It doesn't mean it's not treatable. It doesn't mean that you can't be cured of it. You can. Some people actually get to a point where they're actually functional. They may not be cured, but they're aware of their symptoms and they know how to control them. A lot of MPs have agoraphobia or social phobia. It just comes with the territory. Because of the situations that a lot of us were in, we have developed these disorders as a coping mechanism, as a defense mechanism. It's not to say it's good or bad. It's just saying that that's what happens. So we get dealt agoraphobia or social phobia, and we have to learn how to deal with them. One way is to find something that calms you. For me, it's music. A lot of times when I have to go out by myself, I will take my iPod with me and I will listen to music while I'm in the store. So when you learn how to deal with your disorders, you have to find something that's going to work for you. Don't just trust what other people have said. Every person is different. Every MP is different. Every survivor is different. You have to find the one thing that calms you. If you have any other questions about it, there's a lot of information on the web about agoraphobia and social phobia. And if you're in treatment and you think that you might have these, I would highly recommend speaking to your therapist about it.